Welcome, everybody. How is it going, everybody? A great new day here in Hexland. That we got a green day. We got a beautiful green day and a beautiful, beautiful guest here, Mr. Explosive Artist.
Thank you for saying that.
Hopefully, everybody's having a great day. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel, hit the likes, and then after we're done, you know,
maybe leave a comment and tell us what you think.
Comment in the chat. Yeah, let us know. We got a beautiful day here in Hexland. We hit almost 5 cents today. I think it was like 4.999 when I first saw the price, and I think that's where it's at. We can actually go over there and see it.
Bounced off it, huh?
Let me get it. Let me open her up like a can of tuna.
Oh,
there it is. There she is. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is the weekly chart, by the way. This is the weekly chart. Look at that. Great to see it. You love to see it. Daily. Look at that. We are almost clear up over here at the I think this is the 50 or no 200. These are the 200 moving averages right here. This one's the 50 or 200 just the regular moving average, and this is the EMA 200 EMA. So this little blue guy right here, once this little guy, the blue one, crosses over on the 200, the yellow, then that is a golden cross, which we could be, yes, a golden cross. Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing. We all know. We all love it. We want to
Travis made a song about golden crosses.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Nah. Let me see. So there you go. Oh, wait, actually, we want to get that one out of here. And the 9 EMA is looking real fresh, real nice. 3-day is looking really nice too. So nice. We're doing really good, guys. I don't know, I don't know why you'd be selling right now when it looks like things are starting to pump. What do you think?
Yeah, I get it. I think we're in a perfect storm. Flooded is very, very high.
Yeah,
which is a good
my
sign.
freaking camera's like going crazy. It's like trying to autofocus. Yeah,
I'm getting an echo.
See, it's like you're getting an echo.
Yeah, or like a 2-second delay when I'm talking.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Let me see. Is anybody else? Explosive has an echo. Do you have a tab open? Only Hexplosive.
How about now?
I don't know. It was not echoing for me.
It's when it goes into this side view chart looking window.
This one? That one?
No, I think it's
good
gone.
Now.
Yep, I think so.
Okay, maybe I have a tab open. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This whole
I couldn't hear myself think.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
no, but funny, I think it's awesome sign that we get attacked. Like it shows that you have something to attack. You know what I mean?
Let me close that out and then reshare it. Maybe that's what's going on. Let me just do this window. There we go. Share. What about now? You get it? You still getting an echo?
Negative.
Echo again? Exo fixed it.
Yep, I don't have it.
All right. Well, hopefully that
Hackerman 5000.
Hackerman 5000. All right. So yeah, I think that you're right. I think that the vampire attacks have all gone. We've got some people that have gone AWOL. Would you like to talk about the AWOL people this week? We got Nagafo. He's gone. Nagafo is gone. We got
I love
Jack
Naga
11,
too,
obviously.
man. I was a Naga fan.
Who was the last one? Oh, Cryptographics. They're all, they've excommunicated themselves. They banished themselves from the community. So good luck with your next adventures, boys. Yeah. Sucks that you did it right before the pump too. I'm sure that they'll be back.
Yeah,
I'm sure that they'll be back. But
watch Big Pet.
Right, just watch support.
Big Pet. We're all there. We're all there.
Sad times, not for me. I know. I don't understand why you'd leave. I mean, I get it, but the PP thing. I mean, it's just so funny to me, right?
It's amazing how really harmless it actually is. And then how it's just blown up into this like, how dare you say that,
my lady? Yeah,
you said that to my lady.
Genesso. Hey, Nicholas Genesso. The pump reminds me that I cannot handle the psychological warfare of timing the market. This is why we stake. Very true, Nicholas.
Agreed.
And that is exactly why we stake. I mean, this is the exact reason why I don't try to time the market, because you have no idea. And right when all of the FUD was coming out, how much did you want to sell, including myself? When I saw that the lawsuit was coming out, how many of you guys were like, "Oh my gosh," you know?
I mean,
the like, I think that was the turnaround day. The exact day that we started going back up is when the lawsuit came out.
Interesting.
Like green candle, and it was just like on January 5th, 2020.
And
it was it was like the V bottom of the exact market, or at 0.75 Satoshis, it did a V bottom pretty much. And
0.75.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, yeah. So it was,
I agree. I think if you're staked, like, and if you're somebody that like doesn't want, you don't have to be staring at the chart if you don't want to be. You don't have to be if you're staked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not a person that likes to look at the chart daily unless we're on our way to all-time highs. And maybe that's, which me looking at a chart doesn't really do anything as long as we're doing well. I don't like to see a wrecked chart. So
yeah. So here's something I wanted to show you guys. This is the well, let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. There we go. So this is the liquidity chart, which is backwards. So you would think that we're gonna be, there's this huge sell wall right here. Actually, these are buy walls. The other side is the sells. So this little the higher the price that we go, the little red line will go further this way, not this way. I don't know why it's backwards like this. It's stupid. So today we saw about 5 cents. So 5 cents is about right here. So really past, let's see, about 5.4 cents, guys. There's nothing on the on the chart. That doesn't mean that there won't be somebody that puts up liquidity or moves their liquidity or anything like that. But this kind of shows you that really it takes nothing to pump HEX to like oblivion. Like this could go insanely fast. I mean, it's already up like 30 or 40% in the last couple of days. And how fast did it do that? It took 3 days to get to 30%. And we've seen it, a lot of you guys, I don't know if you've been here for a year and a half. You haven't seen HEX, how fast they can actually have a green candle that just explodes.
It's freaky. You can't really comprehend it, and you can't really explain it to somebody, how freaky the prices can get.
Yeah.
Dagron,
thank you for the $2.
Thanks,
Hexo,
dude.
tell me the cornfield story. Oh, geez.
Hexo got many a field story. Working in the field.
Thanks for the $2. So yeah, I mean, it can like, just imagine if somebody just buys it past 5 cents right here, or 5.5 cents. Really, it's no man's land all the way up, guys. There's nothing look at that, 15 cents. There's no liquidity stopping us. So really, you're just like, if you're selling now and you're trying to play the game of, oh, I'm gonna sell now and buy back at 1 cent or something. I'm not saying you can't do it, and I'm not saying that this isn't a relief pump, because it could be just, we've been going down for so long that we needed a relief pump. But it possibly could be a pump where this is the one that takes us to the moon. Hey, thank you, Crypto Keeper, for the $5.
Thanks, dude.
You put $10,000 into Pulse at the bottom sack price when multi-million timeline from 1 year. Also, I believe this ecosystem pump is a sign. Are you asking me to tell you when you're going to be a millionaire? Crypto Keeper, thank you for the $5. I have no idea, dude. I have no idea. If you look at Ethereum, I would look at Ethereum. 2.5 years is what Richard based off Ethereum's. That's why he talked about 10,000x in 2.5 years for HEX when it was brand new. That it could be a possibility. So maybe,
especially considering how much attention HEX or Pulse has over what HEX had at HEX launch.
Right. Yeah. And so HEX actually beat it by, it's like 6 months or 7 months. because it only took 2 years to get Hex to 10,000x instead of 2.5. So Pulsechain has a lot of attention. Pulsechain has a lot of people that have sacrificed for it. People are talking about it. It's going to be huge. I wasn't there for the Ethereum launch, so I don't know. I can't really compare it. But maybe find somebody that actually has been around and ask them, because for all I've been around for is the Hex launch. I mean, I've been around since 2016, late 2016, but nothing like Hex launch have I ever seen, or Pulsechain. Pulsechain's going to be wild. Pulsechain's like something completely brand new. It's something brand new. You're all very like lucky to be here for a Pulsechain launch, I think, because it's very exciting, very exciting. Bitcoin right now, $20,000. It's up 3.5% today. Same with Ethereum's up 7.5%, guys. And the S&P, it's pretty it's sideways today. Dollar though is down another 1%, and the VIX is up. Nasdaq up down 1.5%, and the Dow Jones is up 0.5. So pretty neutral on stocks today, but for Bitcoin and crypto, it looks like a pretty green day for everybody. I think Hex is doing outperforming though everybody. 4.6 cents, boys. 4.6 cents. How excited is everybody?
This pump makes me think of when it had to have been over a year ago, but maybe a year and a half ago. I think last time we were kind of floating around 5 or 6 cents. And talking to somebody back then, they were just kind of curious. I kind of mentioned Hex, but they were kind of like, oh, okay, cool. Just kind of moved on.
All right.
And then talking to them, I was like, it's at 6 cents right now. They're like, oh, well, I'm probably too late to get in. And then we make the run that we made in between, and now there's an opportunity to buy it as a huge discount again.
Right.
That's kind of crazy.
How many times did you hear that from all of it? It's like, I'm too late, and it's like you're in at 6 or 7 cents, and then it goes to 56 cents. But those same people that were like, I'm too late, now are calling you up, and they wanted to get in at 40 cents. And then you're like, okay, get in. And then at 50 cents, or when it's back down to 20 cents, they're like, dude, I lost all of this money or whatever. It's like, okay.
And then 3 cents.
When it was like 5 cents, bro.
Yeah. It's the name of the game. You just got to hang in there.
Yeah, very early. All I hear is crypto commercials on Bloomberg TV. Very early, very bullish Hexkins. I don't watch any TV, but that's awesome if that's what you hear.
Yeah. Cool. Going mainstream.
I have like tuned into like a football game, not this year, but last year. I remember watching a football game and seeing crypto.com sponsorships and commercials all the time. So yeah.
Was it Niners?
Hexo, keep going, my man. You're a true wizard, mathematical genius. I don't know. That sounds really backhanded there. I don't know.
I can't tell if you're joking.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never thought of myself as that. Let's see. What's up, 7? Okay, this pump is true, but no big boys will be quith. Low liquidity due to eating massive slippage, so there will be liquidity putting up. Will be with
low liquidity.
Oh boy, big boys will be with. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Man? You don't know who's buying. Honestly, some people are fat fingering it. Some people have no idea about liquidity. And then the thing is like, this is what happens. You start getting green candles, and then it snowball effects where it's like you get one guy that buys it all up, and then another guy goes, oh my gosh, it is really a huge pump. And then somebody else buys it, and they just keep it's a frenzy. It starts being like a feeding frenzy.
It's like when people panic in reverse when in a dip, right. And then they start dumping,
Yes. Yeah. Nardo, thank you for the $5 for the culture. Thank you, Nard. Let's see. And Dan Ed, little RH, turn RH around. Is he still in timeout? Yes. Little RH is in timeout until Pulsechain.
Hexo's sticking to his guns, He says
I even had him in the corner.
While he was on the show.
While Richard was on the show, so it's okay.
You got to stick to his guns,
Yeah. Our as we have DCA, there is also DSU, dollar cost up. DSU. What? Hexo has a hard enough time reading good English. Get it together. Yes, exactly, Ross.
Exactly. Good English is debatable sometimes. I've been in the chat too most of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's see. Hedron is going to be the cheapest way to get more hex about now. No, I don't think so. That's not probably a good idea to do. You're leveraging. That's the thing is with Hedron, I think that you're leveraging your position in hex. And then what are the 3 things that get you wrecked in crypto? Liquor, leverage, and ladies. And I don't mess. Like I'm not saying Hedron isn't good, but it's a leverage position. To get more Hedron, all you have to do is get hex, right? You don't. But to get Hedron, you actually have to buy it. So why wouldn't you buy hex and then get Hedron for free instead of the other way around? But Ross hex only turns up when there's bullish sentiment. That's true. That is true. Loved watching the sellers get left behind on DEX tools the last 3 days. Imagine if everyone just held. Exactly. Well, we wouldn't be in the position we're in now.
It's gonna, like Hexo said before, it's gonna get to the point where all the big holders are like, do I really need to cash this out, or do I just keep making more staking ladders? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's going to be financially more wise to keep it into hex, obviously.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people. I mean, we talked about this on the show a few times. There's a lot of people that once you have $10 million in your bank account, what does it matter? What does it matter that you're getting another $1 million or anything? You have $10 million, a house, and your favorite car. And unless you're like one of these guys that has to show off and buy every Louis Vuitton thing ever, and you've just got to have, and there's your $10 million. How much do you need in your bank account?
Right.
You're going to want to keep it in something that's actually paying you a good yield.
Well, that's the funny thing about it is once you have that much money too, the only way to keep it go, like the best way to make it work for you is to keep it in hex.
Yeah.
When you think about it, you know what I mean? It's like you could start a business, I guess, or something, but it's not,
it's a lot more risk. We got a concerner. We got a concern guy. What hex pump? Hex is down 95%. Where do you see the pump? Well,
he's got a computer in his picture.
Other than the pump that happened in your mother's bedrooms last night himself, you are down 95%, but you're also too dumb to see an actual chart where we're up 10,000x. My little funny code with Joe. So sad little Joe. Code with Joe is he's got
wrecked
stuck
just now.
He's stuck. Well, he's just stuck. He thinks everything's down. He has Down syndrome because he thinks everything's down. He's got a couple extra chromosomes, and he's deciding to look at the chart from the top down instead of the bottom up. The bottom up is where you should be really. So you're missing this entire spot right here, there, buddy. 95% down. Sure, yeah, you got that one on you. But also,
it cancels out
1,000x,
100,000 10x.
Even right here, dude, 100,000 percent up. So you're forgetting that, my slow friend.
I think maybe people assume you do this for pay, like somebody's paying you to do this every single day.
Right. Yeah.
He's doing it because of his gains in hex, and by skimming off of interest, he can afford to support a family.
And other than this, speaking of pay, thank you, Franklin, for the 20 bucks. I don't do this for the pay. Thank you for the $20. Free sponsor, little no sponsor. I will bow to no. Hello, Franklin. Free little RH, and tell him don't make Unc Frank mad again. Okay, Unky Frankie. Let's see.
You guys just have to look at the chart correctly to make sense, because otherwise people aren't going to take you seriously if you're talking
reverse golden archers. Is that the that is like it's a W, or it's like
McDonald's
like a
W.
It's like a W. Yeah, it's like a W formation. I don't really do any of those. But,
McDonald's.
Hex Pulsechain Crypto or put out today this beautiful chart, which shows kind of the things that happen on all the dips. Joe just got penciled. Thank you, Jesse James, for the $10, dude.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you for the $10. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. He's in another realm now.
Pencil and a Q-tip at the same time.
Everyone pour one out for the Joe man,
for the homie,
old Uncle Joe. So Hex Pulsechain Crypto, I'm sure he's in the chat too. He put out this beautiful chart today. Launch of Hexy. Look at this. Went down. Wise token. Blam. Dead. Pulsechain sacrifice. I think this was the big payday. You might be wrong on these two. I think this was the Wise token FUD, launch of Hexy. This was probably the big payday, if I can remember right. And then this is what happened. Pulsechain sacrifice right here. Gazillion different Pulse project sacrifices. Liquid loans, large culprit. I'm not hating on anything. I'm just reading the freaking chart to you guys. You know, people are like, "Oh, he's fudding my bags. He's fudding me bags." Yeah. And then so PulseX sacrifice begins right here. Hedge run token launch, maxi token, which I think this was. I don't think this is maxi token launch right here. This is more of the mid-May. This was mid-May, or this might have been mid-May. I can't remember which one, but so this was maxi, Icosa, and then here we are right now. So it's kind of cool to see it in this. In the long form of things, guys. The long form is kind of the fun, looking at all these coin launches, and all of that money is into different coins. Wise token, launch of Hexy. Everybody remembers these. I remember when all the money was going into Hexy instead of going into Hex, and guess what? It just freaking kills it a couple months later, right? So
I feel like it's interesting to watch after all this time, you know.
Yeah, my brother's PDC got me into Hex, and I've never looked back. I love tuning into your show every day. Marathon stamina, let's go. Thank you, Age of Aquarius. I'm glad that PDC
very nice.
Sounds kind of like PVC, but PDC. I'm glad that he got you in, man. I hope that you're lucky enough to get amazing gains, as some of us have in the Hex.
Matter of time. It's a matter of time.
Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. So here we are. If you're selling, you know, what is the matter with you? I say, you know, obviously do what you're gonna do. But man, from just I mean, look at our subscribers, look at all of the views, look at all of the, like, on everybody's platform. Everybody's this isn't because in everybody's channel. Exactly. Now, if this was a dead community, you know, like some people are saying, oh, Hex is dead, it's dead. I mean, look at us, we've been going sideways for months, it's dead. If it was dead, guys, we wouldn't be getting subscribers. We wouldn't have anybody showing up. There's 407 people watching right now. And it's like, dude, the people are showing up. We're every single day. I do this channel every single day. And since I've started, which was like, what, 3 months ago, I have 441 days left.
Second pump.
So that was 114 days ago that I started. We have, you know, only increased in numberage.
Yeah.
Is that a number?
Numberage.
Numberage? Is that a good?
In the overall numberage of
numberage
and the mathlogisticals.
But yeah, I mean, and here we go. Shout out to whoever can ratio this tweet. Altcoin Daily threw out here. If we ratio, you have to mention Hex on your channel. There we go. Look at this, guys. Look, 273 likes to 839. This should show you how crazy. And these are not bots. This is, I don't have bots on mine. Look at Altcoin Dailies, 1.2 million followers. Little Hexo's got what, 35.8. There you go, almost 35.9 followers on Uniswap. They're Uniswap on Twitter.
I know what you meant.
So I mean, guys,
that bastard under.
Everybody is freaking exploding right now with followers. If you're, you know, subscribed to this account, to this channel, it'd be great. But
and I think there's lots of other signs too, and that's, I think, what we were getting at as far as all the recent FUD and the constant naysaying and crybabying and stuff like that. Like, it's increasing, and people want to attack our community, because why would you want to go attack some crap? You know what I mean?
Bull fake out, sincerely concerned troll. No, even if you are concerned trolling, I agree with you. It could be like no real news that we should be pumping off of. So it's not like you couldn't. That doesn't mean Pulsechain couldn't be on the horizon. I mean, if you go look at the GitLab here, let me take this off really quick, and I'm going to go look it up. If you go look at the GitLab, let me see Pulsechain. You can see. Look at this. This should be very bullish for you guys. Pulsechain testnet got updated 2 days ago. This had not been updated for months, guys. This hadn't been updated for months. It just got updated 2 days ago, which is probably a V3 testnet, which who knows how long V3 testnet will be up. Yeah, we don't. And who knows if this is even gonna. If you go watch Richard's stream with me, Explosive, and Crypto Coffee, we talked about how is there going to be a V3 testnet, and Richard said he even said well, you're assuming, because somebody said, oh, what's V3 going to be like, and he's like, well, you're assuming that there's going to be a V3. It's a good assumption, but you are assuming that there was going to be a V3, and so
yes,
this doesn't mean that we're going to get a testnet. This could be in the private. This could just be a private testnet that's happening, or stuff like that. So just because it's there doesn't mean it's actually gonna happen.
well,
I think
at the end of the day, it doesn't change your advice, or not advice, but it wouldn't change your game plan for buying if you were interested in it, which would be to dollar cost average, regardless of you know, news and charts, and you know, just set aside, you know, what you're gonna
blocked with Joe. Joe's still, he's, hopefully you guys didn't block him. I like the FUD sometimes, you know. Well, you got, especially when we're going up, you got to embrace the FUD.
Especially if they're underhanders. It's like giving an underhand pitch, and you're just like, oh my bad.
Yeah, jeez. Whoa, that was like, you had the sound effects and everything on that one.
Yeah. I tried to make it as real as possible, you know.
Pulse won't launch until Bitcoin bottoms at 11K and a bull market comes back. RH has no idea and won't launch at the bear market. Fractal, I agree with you on that. But I don't know, man. You think that everybody thinks that they know something and that they know what Richard's going to do, and then Richard, and then big payday comes around and 99.9% of all the HEX gets staked, and then you're like, oh shit, no, we thought that it was different. This time it was different. So it's like, you can say that, like, and I totally agree with you, Fractal, because that's what everybody is thinking. But when everybody thinks that, then it probably is not going to become true in whatever, you know, because Richard knows what you guys are thinking too. As much as he tries to, like,
he knows
say he's not, he's watching your streams, guys. Like
he's Santa Claus.
You don't think that he's watching? He's like Santa Claus for real. He's got little elves.
That's why we wear these to cover our pointy ears.
Right. 1,000+ live next bull run. Oh, at least Dalton Donica.
That's what's fun. Hopefully. Yeah, it'll be good.
I got paid the other day and loaded up at 3 cents. Super pumped. John K, that's amazing, dude. Exactly. That's what it should be. People subscribe because they are desperate after sacrificing $1 billion into Richard's pipe dream. Okay, Code with Joe. We'll keep on. I'll run it by him. People subscribe just because of that, right?
They're desperate. They're desperate.
All you desperate.
Real Hexicans don't get desperate, bro.
Yeah. We get paid literally every single day. The pump is not by accident. Yep. Still accumulated since January. Hex going to the moon. Okay. I can deal with that when it is ready to launch. What is this? Okay. It's launched, ready to launch. I mean, I've heard a lot of that where it's like, oh, it's never going to launch. Richard stole your money. It's like, do you think somebody that stole all your money that you by the way, you sacrificed, we'll just get that word out of there. I don't know if you should,
whether you like the word or not, it's like we all agreed to the fine print when you put money in there, you know?
Right. So even if, like, let's just say we all have expectations that we're going to get paid, right? And so he stole your money. Would the guy that just stole your money be streaming on people's YouTubes? Would he be going to America and streaming on freaking Fresh and Fit and all these Jordan Belforts and all these other people? Or would he just be like, peace, I got $1 billion, I'm out? Like,
it'd be like a world record if this was all a scam. You know what I mean? I'm just that sick. I scammed everybody, and I wanted to hang out for years and years afterwards with them and hang out with them. And, you know, okay.
Everything is pumping right now. That doesn't mean Hex is now doing good. Joe, just keep it up, Joe.
Yeah. This is good because he's gonna say it doesn't matter what you tell him. You know.
Let's see. Hey, thank you for the 65 kroners. I don't know what it is. Yo, Hexo, do you think we hit a bottom? Considering the increasing inflation and war is still going on in Russia, and we haven't seen the 11,000 Bitcoin bottom. Woo up. I think that
war tends to be generally profitable in the long economically, right?
Yes, I think that war in general is very profitable. It takes the first couple of months to get out of the way, but then the stock market goes up. Like everybody freaks out because they think that things are going to explode and it's all going to zero. But after that, and I'm not saying we should be happy that there's a war, but things do tend to go up
It's just
after when the war is, because there
Yeah.
has to be production. You have to feed the troops. You have to, supply the troops.
Equipment.
You have to do all of that. So we're not in the war, but Russia and Ukraine is, and we've been just pumping money to them. But the inflation, I think, is the biggest problem. Just imagine this, because everybody's been the Fed's, I think, becoming less hawkish, and it's going to, just imagine next time that they raise rates, it's only a 0.25. It's a low rate hike. Very, very low. Like, I think everybody's expecting a 0.75. And if we get a 0.25, just imagine the explosion in the stock market, right? Doesn't mean there's going to be, it could hit another 0.75 and that'd be great for them, I guess. But I don't know, like there's nothing really to be pumping right now. Like the stock market is kind of sideways today, and the dollar is down a little bit, about 1%. So it could be that, but we do need a relief rally because everything has dumped so hard for forever, and just there's been nothing going up, right? There's just, everything's been going down for such a long time that you probably need at least a relief rally. And just imagine this is reversed. When things are pumping to the moon, it needs to come back down for a little bit before it goes back up to the moon. So this could be the exact same thing where it's like going down, it needs to relief a little bit, and then it goes right back down. I'm not here to blow smoke up everybody's butt, but yeah, I mean,
thank God for that.
Yeah, you should have seen I was smoking earlier. Dan, thank you for the $5. Shout out to the Hexkins hosting Twitter Spaces live, y'all. Okay. Dave James, thank you for the $20. Code Joe is really RH, possibly.
He's testing you. He's testing you.
Sometimes I wonder. If he's out there. He's out there.
He's watching in disguise.
Yeah, Joe fudding his own bags. Oh, Joe doesn't have anything. Trust me, Joe doesn't have any of this stuff. He's just here to let us know that he doesn't have any. He's here to let us know that he's living, in his little box, right outside his ex-girlfriend's apartment. That he really wants to be back together with her, but she won't take him back in because he's such a nice person that he's.
And this is the only adult interaction he has.
yeah. Other than that, and his 2 raccoons that he has in the garbage cans that he usually pets once a week, and even they are starting to get tired of his.
They're tired of his shit.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear Miles from Crypto Banner constantly called Hex a Ponzi on live stream recently? Love from Australia. No, good for him. He probably doesn't know what a Ponzi scheme is.
I was just gonna say that. I would love to hear.
Like, ask him what a Ponzi scheme is. He'll just be like, it's where somebody. Can we get to the next question? Like, seriously, most of these guys don't even know what a Ponzi scheme is. The reason why, like, people think that Hex is a Ponzi, and they don't know what it is. They say they call it a pyramid Ponzi, which is 2 different things. It's a pyramid Ponzi scheme. It's like, so it's
and there's no levels in Hex.
Scheme? Yeah, so good luck with that. Dang, that's specific AF. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but I know who Crypto Joe is, unfortunately. However, I always love it when Hex does some pumping. Me too. Miles clearly doesn't understand Hex then. Yes, exactly. Ponzi
is got to start pumping sometime,
Yeah. And dude, guys,
why not now?
Every single day that we get closer, I always like to say this, but it's like we get closer to Pulsechain one day sooner. Like, we're getting closer to Pulsechain every single day, and like, you don't know when it's going to be released. You're going to get 2 days, and if maybe Richard has, we have some green candles, and he wants to release it on some really good news, you'll just see even more green candles, and we explode into the stratosphere, which would be awesome. Pyramid Ponzi bubble scam. Yes, exactly. There you go.
Yep. Bubble scam. Yep.
Let's see. Come on, Hexo. Joe put half of his check from being a bus boy at the Cheesecake Factory into Pulse. Have some respect.
That's not a bad place to do it if that's where you're going to do it.
That's true. That's true.
They give you way too much food.
He spent his cake money. Let's see. Crypto Joe Kerr. Oh, Crypto Joe Kerr. I see where Richard did that.
Joe Kerr. I gotcha.
Yeah. We will find out this pump is sustainable when the Fed does the rate hikes next week. Is it next week? Yeah, I know it's in February, or excuse me. I know it's in November. I thought it was mid-November, though. You probably are right, though. We will find out.
I wonder if the upcoming elections, it could have something to do with this, I guess, too. Just that they're around the corner, you know?
Well, like I was talking to somebody about this yesterday where it's, I think that if they want to keep their guy in, and like I said, I have no affiliation. I don't care about either side. I'm more of a libertarian where it's like, I would rather have the government leave me alone. But it seems like when the Republicans get in, that the price is pumped for all of investment. So it's like, I would rather have my investments go up. So I would rather have Republicans in. Okay. So that is where
you gave us two choices. Here's the choice that we're saying.
Yes. If it was, I would rather have the libertarian, the person that stays out of my business. But if I get two choices, I'd rather have the thing that pumps my bags, even if they're they're just the lesser of two evils, in my opinion. So as John McAfee says, they're two wings to a bird, but it's part of the same bird. They're the same bird. They're flapped on the same thing. They're just two different wings,
opposing opposites.
So I would rather, this might be, they might have to pump for the next year and a half so they can get their guy in, where they're like, hey, look, Joe did such a great job. Look at all the stock market. It's an all-time high. Look at all of everybody's, I mean, they're doing it with the gas right now, where they're taking all the oil out of the reserves so they can give it to us. So the gas prices go down just before the election. So they might just make it the stock market explode for the next year and a half so they make their guy look better. Because right now, I'm sorry to tell you, any of the Democrats guys out there, you're kind of wrecked, right? Like, you're wrecked.
It's embarrassing. Let's be honest.
Bad. It's bad. So and this is somebody that doesn't watch politics.
Me either. I think it's
I understand, but you hear enough updates that you're like, okay, yeah. Midterms. Yes, midterms are coming in very soon. Very soon. I can't remember what the day is about that or that either, because I don't care. November 2nd, they will announce Janet announced possible bond buybacks. They are trying to pump it for the elections, possibly. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think too. Sheldon from Crypto Banter literally just called HEX as one of the top alts. Logo is in the thumbnail. He and Miles should probably talk more often. I don't know who's Sheldon, but that's cool. That's cool.
Me either. Yeah, very good.
But you guys are keeping the concern trolls who sacked. I don't know. Are mad. It's taking so long. It literally looking to sell. Not how you get your 10,000x. LOL. Probably the longest they've ever held, man. Exactly. And we've talked about this many times, where it's like people think that right when Pulsechain is going to launch, that they're just like, they're going to be millionaires. I sacked $100. It's exactly what Hex has done. I've held it for.
I've already waited for
right. And so they think that like nobody else is planning on selling except for them. And it's like, well, I would wait. Like, I would give yourself a 2-year window after Pulsechain launches to be like, okay, we're going to do really good.
I think the most consistent prediction that I've heard at Pulse launch is that a lot of things are going to be very volatile at first for a while, for kind of an unforeseen amount of time. So it's like, might want to wait till everything settles, the dust settles a little bit.
Belly the Hexkin, I don't know if you're being serious. I heard the devs only work on the weekends. Right. Yeah. Okay. I don't know where you heard that from. I've never heard that, but great concern, troll FUD. What's your opinion about the KSB guy being pissed about RH not giving updates, even though the guy's fully loaded after the Hex gains and financially free already? He sounds spoiled. I mean, the thing is it's probably not about him. It's more probably for his onboards, because he's onboarded a lot of people. And so he probably gets constantly inundated with people, bro, what I've sacrificed a year ago. And so he's probably like tired of it, including myself. And, just imagine coming on here every single day and people are like, post like Mr. Joe, you get guys like Joe in your messages and stuff.
But less funny.
He's probably right. Yeah. So he's probably not, it's probably not about him, I'm guessing. So Hexline is a good dude. It gets frustrating, but I can see both ways. I can see where Richard Hart is coming from, because if he gives too many updates, then it becomes a security, and that you didn't sacrifice. You actually gave somebody something to do work for you, right? If he gives you too many updates, then you're like, it becomes a security, and that you just gave your money into a common pool and the expectation of work from others. But if he doesn't give you any updates, then it's just like, man, no, you sacrifice, dude. Piss off.
And that's the
But
thing.
I get it on the other. Yeah, I get it.
But you have to accept it. We're like kids, though, on like a road trip, aren't we? You know, it's like when you have kids and you know, we get it. It's not fun riding in the car that long. We get it. Everybody wants to go eat and be at the destination, but it's like, I can't speed. I can't weave traffic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
yeah, it's a very good, you know, and this is not the new age children that have tablets and freaking.
Oh, no.
Us is like, dad threatening you with the lighter, the thing that you press in and keep it up.
Removing
you want to shut up? You know, I'll put this thing in your forehead. Shut up back there, little idiot.
I'll give you something to cry about, boy.
Yeah. PDC, there he is. Pure streaming stamina. Been here for every stream. My brother, Age of Aquarius, has joined the Hex Army, and I could not be prouder. Viva La Hexico. PDC, thank you for the $5.55. You guys are amazing. That's awesome that you got it on board. So
yeah,
it's why he says I don't work for you a lot. Exactly. And the thing is just because he says it doesn't mean that the SEC won't come after him, right? Just because he says, oh, I don't work for you, but he's giving updates every single time, it looks like he's working for you, right?
Yeah.
So he has to actually not update you guys. Like it's I think it's a detrimental. And I think and I've talked about this many times before, where that's why he talks about his clothes. He talks about his watches. He tries to make it 60% about his watches and clothes and all this other stuff to protect himself. He's not doing it because he doesn't want to tell anybody. He wants
it could be OPSEC. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's like, this isn't going to work if I blow an OPSEC in certain aspect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's see. My onboards have been super scared. Hex line probably onboarded more than all of us combined. I can't imagine. Exactly. So I don't think that, I don't think that it's, I mean, I get it where it's like, oh, this guy just sounds spoiled, but you got to realize that he's onboarded a lot of people. So
he's got a lot into this so far as Hex goes, and all the work that he's done as far as promoting an event, coordinating and traveling, and
ETH launched at 0 and went to $15 on the first day. Pulse will do the same, but much better, imagine, for the moment. All right. You think so? It's not the shove it down your throat, it's breadcrumbs. What is this? I don't know. How will testnet v3 improve upon Ethereum 2.0? I don't know. Hi, Chrissy Hanover. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I mean, that's like, if you don't think that Richard has something in his pocket to actually blow us out of the water, like, you just haven't been paying attention. Hex completely blew us out of the water, and it took us months, guys. It took us months to understand Hex. I don't think most people understand that, where it's like, oh, this is like T-shares wasn't. I mean, shares were around. Don't get me wrong, but
nobody knew about how to explain them. You know what I mean?
It was just called shares, and it was like, okay, you have, like, it would show all of the zeros of like a trillion, and then it said like 16, and you're just like, I don't know what that means. And it's you didn't really understand it. And then once Richard Hart explained to us what T-shares were, how they like dumbed it down for us, it was like, holy crap, this is actually really brilliant. And so I think that he'll probably do the exact same thing for Pulsechain. There'll be something in there. Buy and burn is already one of those things. So
if somebody would have told us, like if you told me like a month after I started dollar cost averaging in that I'd be in a position I'm in now, I'd be like, you're crazy, dude. You know what I mean? I was looking forward to skimming off yield so that I could like get tires for my car, once every other year or something. You know what I mean? So it's just completely blown my expectations or hopes out of the water as far as what I imagine possible, Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that don't like, I think that there'll be people just like us that are going to experience another 10,000x from 3 cents or wherever the bottom is on this next one. I think a 10,000x within Hex is not it's totally doable once again. A
lot of these putters are going to be in the staking pools with us eventually. You know what I mean?
Well, dude, this thing is going to, we haven't gone viral yet. I don't think going to 50 cents was when Hex went viral. I think that was the market. Everything was going crazy at that point, and it was one of the things that was just like, okay, everything's going up and we are part of it. I think that when Hex actually has got, like, you know, it's on the TV, you got real big people talking about it, and people start really swaying back from it's a scam to like, this is brilliant. That is when we start hitting virality, and we're not there yet. But like crypto banter, like somebody says that crypto banter is talking about it. Look how many people have changed their tune on Richard Hart and since the last since Hex first came out. I've been here since the day one or before that, and it was crazy. It was crazy how much hate and hatred people had for Richard. Like, so much hatred was coming for Richard. Everybody hated. Crypto banter was even like, you know, oh yeah, it's not a, you know, it's like, but now crypto banter is talking to him. Ivan on tech. You know, there's lots of people.
BitBoy, that was a big one.
BitBoy, yeah, BitBoy has talked about it, and so it's like these guys are starting to change their tune. And you know, the sacrifice for Pulsechain. What's his name? The stupid guy that talks about Bitcoin all the time with his O faces. I forgot. Carl Moon. Carl hot Carl Moon.
Don't Google that.
Hot Moon.
Don't
Carl.
Google Hot Carl.
Hot Moon Carl. Hot Moon Carl out there with his O faces.
If you want to be on that spaceship, then go right ahead.
He sacrificed.
You can count me out.
So there's lots of people that you know are starting to switch and change their tune, and all it really takes is, you know, and one really big one like Altcoin Daily, if he starts talking about Pulsechain and stuff like that and just being cool with it, like, dude, we'll be doing very well.
For all the viewership he gets through us, he should that's the least he could do, is say thank you.
Moon Carl's rug. Yeah. He's effing rug awful. I would agree. I'm not a big, I've never watched one of Moon Carl's face. Moon, or what is it? What do we? Hot Moon Carl. Hot Moon Carl.
Hot Moon Carl. Hot Carl Moon.
Hot Carl Moon. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I've never watched it, but I can't stand his accent. You know, and his stupid like, you must get in now. It's just like, shut up. Dude.
I don't even know who he is. I don't know if I've ever seen him.
He's got the YouTube O faces down packed. I'll know when we have gone viral, when Hex's tiny hands have frivolous lawsuits coming at him for his claims of limp bidet legalese. Dude, how funny was the lawsuit where it's like limp dick legalese is like what there, it was literally in the lawsuit. It was like quoting him. It's like, oh, good one.
Oh my god.
Hot Moon Carl. Corey streaming with Buttboy. Yes, Mr. Buttboy will be on with Corey in a week or so, I think. So
that'll be cool. Congratulations, Corey.
Slowly Hex ecosystem takes over. They still don't understand what we do. Everything better. Their whole world is ours. Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Carl, I made 100 million off of referral fees, getting my followers trading the moon. Yeah, great guy. Oh, I know. Carl's so bad, man, the worst. Well, the thing is like you come into this space and you look at like I'm gonna go after who's got the most subscriptions, right? Because we all think, and we talked about this yesterday, where it's like if you have the most subscriptions or most followers, that means you're the like you're the know-it-all guy. You must be the one that knows everything, because
that's just the way things are measured.
Yes. And so like you go to these guys and then you're like, oh, I'm getting into freaking you know, all these stupid coins that you get into that go down 99.99% because they were made by a Google employee, you know, a Google janitor, the first Google, the 21st Google janitor at Google.
They give you a badge no matter what. As long as you work in the building, they'll give you a badge and a number.
Yeah. That's so and funny. So you know, it is what it is, man. Check price. So on that, those guys are just like, they get watched and then more people subscribe to them, but no, I don't think anybody watches them, do they? Check price. We're mooning. Love you guys. Of course, we're always checking price. Oh, it's right here. Dude. Don't worry, it's right here. Thank you for the $2.80, bro.
We love you too.
Aren't things measured in PP size? RH said that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm not.
Depends on the party.
I'm probably on the lower end of the spectrum. Then
Hexo and I don't get invited to those parties anymore.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Some spectrums I'm very high up on, but this spectrum I'm very low on this one. Elon just walked into Twitter with a kitchen sink. LOL. He is a king troll, dude. Elon is amazing at being.
He's pretty funny, dude. Yeah,
he's pretty good at it. I don't care about the hex price mooning. I only care when Hexo is mooning. Okay, you want to see that?
Oh, just you wait.
I don't think so. I just found another stupid copycat hex shitcoin today. Nice, man. Yeah, there's a lot of them, guys. If we weren't so good, nobody would try to copy us, right? But everybody tries to copy us.
It's like the crypto world revolves around Hex right now and Richard Hart. Because nobody cares about what community. I didn't even know that. I'd be shocked if another coin had a community at all. You know what I mean? So it's like
not like this.
There's nothing, I mean, I guess my standards are kind of, different at this point because I've been spoiled my whole crypto life.
Yeah,
so.
You've been very spoiled. He's a virgin. Dude. He's a crypto virgin, and he's been with one crypto his entire.
I'm on Hexo show a couple times a week.
Yeah, sometimes he turns on the computer and looks at some other ladies like Hedron and Maxis, but he
very rare. And I repent for that. I repent for that when I'm done. It makes me feel dirty not talking smack on those because I do have them. So.
Safe Moon Army, are they still around though? I thought Safe Moon was getting like wrecked, pretty bad. Da Vinci was an early Bitcoiner, but now he's just as bad as those other two. Like he's just one of those guys with the O faces. But I think I like Da Vinci more than the other guys. But yes, he was a very early, and I think he only talks about Bitcoin. So at least as much as I don't like,
he's loyal,
and he's not toxic. He's not toxic, Maxi. I don't think I've ever. Well, I remember when my first YouTube got shut down, my first channel. I reached out to him, and he actually retweeted and said that we shouldn't be shut down. And he was the only one. Altcoin Daily didn't. All of the big names back then never said anything about my channel getting shut down, and. They was like, all right, we'll wait for them to come to you. And then BitBoys got shut down 2 weeks later. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, we want to, have their pitchforks and
their torches
and torches ready.
And their Bibles.
Like, oh, okay. Everybody freaking having BitBoys back, but not the little guy, huh? Okay. I'm in Safe Moon. Good job, DGen. Your name just shows it all. Your name shows it all. Yeah, Carl Moon under Da Vinci. So he got rich in 2017. Allegedly, both are billionaires. Yeah, I don't think he's a billionaire. Hot Moon Carl is not a billionaire. I don't think.
We talk. You can play with that word billionaire kind of a lot in crypto, right?
That is true.
You can say I got
Alan. We said Alan and Hex Lion were both Abit was Abit and Hex Lion were both billionaires, but they're probably Hedron billionaires. Right?
Yeah,
they're heart billionaires. We didn't say dollars. We just said they're billionaires, right? Yeah, it's very easy. And I got this from Richard back in the day. Before he started Hex, he had billionaire under his title, and it was like, and he would just be like, "Well, I'm not saying what denomination. Like I'm a billionaire in something. You don't know what it is. I have trillions of cells on my body. I'm a trillionaire. If we're talking about cells on my body, like okay, we got a master troll over here, Mr. Richard Hart.
It's like the time pausing.
Viva Hex 5,555, $10. Thanks so much, bro. Thanks for the hard work, bros. RH wanted me to pass this along for their weekly salary for your tireless shilling of our bubble pyramid Ponzi. Also, maybe don't read this on stream. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I read that all the way through. Thank you, Viva Hex.
Oh, thank you
for the $10, dude. I definitely read it all the way. So, can Safe Moon 10,000x? Absolutely no chance. Yeah. Well, they got they tax you every time you want to do anything on them. So. On some real shit, what's 5 cents when we hit $500? Very true. Very true.
Possible.
Well, I think that's it all for chat, guys. You guys are great. I hope that we continue this pump. We're at 4.7 cents right now. Let's get clear up past 7 cents. If we can get clear up past 7 cents, boys, it's on. It is on. But even if we go sideways for the next few weeks or few days, hey, at least we're above 3.2 cents or 2.8
Good Lord, for real.
I'm done with it.
It's so beautiful to look at a different number in that little price.
Yeah.
Number.
Yeah, appreciate you guys too. Hopefully you guys hit the likes, subscribe, guys, if you're not already subscribed. Comment if you guys could. Comment down below right after the chat or after this is done. Just put in a thumbs up or a heart or something.
We do read them and respond because
well, not only that, but you guys don't realize how much the algorithm is taking all of that. If it sees that we're getting more interaction, it pumps us into different genres, and then people that have searched cryptocurrency ever will see this channel, and then they'll be like, what is Hex, and then they'll click on it, and then they'll talk about it. So that's what you got to do. And I'm not saying that just for my channel. Crypto Coffees, anybody that promotes Hex, you should be leaving a like and commenting on it. Yeah, brand, anybody. So
Big Pet,
if you guys could,
sorry,
just
I'm
Big
not
Pet.
able to remember everybody because I love so many of you.
Yeah, just leave a comment down below, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Take care, everybody.